Thank you, Mr. Varn and the Hoover High School Brass Ensemble. Good evening. On behalf of all the North Canton City Schools, we welcome you and appreciate that you have joined us tonight. If you haven't already done so, please silence your cell phone at this time. Additionally, when we present the diplomas to the graduates later in this ceremony, we request that you hold all applause until all graduates have received their diplomas, so every graduate and their loved ones in attendance are able to hear the public recognition that their graduate has earned. At this time, please welcome Senior Class Vice President Chantel Anthony, who will recite the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by Senior Sailor Tucker, who will sing the National Anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Chantel and Sailor. Please be seated. At this time, we have a selection from Miss Medley and the senior choir members. Thank you, Ms. Medley and senior choir members. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the various district officials in attendance tonight. President of the Board, Mrs. Andrea Zarko. Vice President of the Board, Dr. Bob Roden. Members of the Board, Mr. Jordan Greenwald, Mr. Bruce Hunt, and Mrs. Jessica Stroya. Superintendent, Mr. Jeff Wendorf, and Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Dave Pilati. Next, I'd like to introduce the president of the senior class, Yanni Volas. Yanni, please come to the stage. Yanni is the son of Peter and Joanna Volas. He is not only the president of the class, but is active in and outside of the classroom through his participation in various clubs, athletics, and student organizations. He plans to attend John Carroll University to study accounting. President of the class, Yanni Volas.
Just gotta take this in for a second. Mr. Wendorf, Board of Education, Hoover staff and faculty, guests, parents, and graduates. Welcome to our 2021 graduation ceremony. For those of you who know me, I enjoy a good game of poker. Getting together with friends over the weekend and playing some Texas Hold'em has created some great memories for my friends and me. And like any game, poker is really fun when you're winning, but getting dealt the wrong cards can quickly change everything. I share this with you today because when I thought about our time at Hoover, I was able to make a comparison to this card game. For those that are not familiar with poker, everyone at the table starts with the same amount of poker chips. You're excited to start the game, but also a little nervous about how the game might play out. In comparison, a majority of us came from Hoover High School, from NCCS, others from St. Paul's, some homeschooled, and some from different school districts altogether. Regardless, we're all here at the same place, at the same time, with an equal chance to make the most out of our high school experience. Yet, we were all both a little nervous and excited. When the first hand is dealt, the real fun begins. Sometimes you win a round, sometimes you do lose, but more importantly, everyone witnesses the fun and sometimes bizarre situations. We started and ended our journey at Hoover with power outages in our freshman and senior years. We were the class to have open lunch and not screw it up. We were also the class that truly got to experience the goodness of the breakfast potato bowl. Furthermore, we had state qualifying bands and sports teams, we contributed to over 20 Federal League championships, and we had outstanding theater performances. But most importantly, we've beaten Jackson among all sports for a combined total of 51 times. However, the excitement and fun in poker can quickly change when you're dealt the worst possible hand and take a really big hit. Enter the COVID-19 global pandemic. When I look back to the beginning of our senior year, I remember trying to process the changes the school year would bring and what it all would look like. This is when I started to realize that the class of 2021 might have been dealt the worst hand in high school history. Wearing masks all day in school, getting the dreaded "you've been quarantined" call from Mr. Bornstein, not having full capacity at events, the cancellation of school dances, rumors of a virtual commencement ceremony, and the ultimate fear of being school canceled altogether were both extremely frustrating and disappointing. But just when you think all is lost, there is a saying in poker that instills just a little bit of hope, and it's a chip and a chair, which essentially means that if you have a chair at the table and a chip to play that game, there is still hope to come back and win. The class of 2021 has been resilient, and we all know what it is like to have the odds stacked against us. When people said we wouldn't make it a month into the school year, we remained hopeful, and now we're all here, celebrating together. We've all experienced the fun and bizarre times at Hoover, and we have grown as individuals through the challenges. I hope that you all continue on your paths and face the hands that you are dealt in life with courage and strength. And when you feel like you can't overcome what's in front of you, Just sit back, take a deep breath, and remember, a chip and a chair. Thank you, good luck, and congratulations to the class of 2021. I'm just gonna grab a quick selfie with you guys for a second. Thank you.
Thank you, Yanni. At this time, normally we would present a class video. Unfortunately, we are not able to do that tonight in this setting, but please know that the student-created class video will be incorporated into the available DVD version of this graduation ceremony. We appreciate and thank all who submitted photos, and also thank the student producers. Now, I'd like to invite Superintendent Mr. Jeff Wendorf to say a few remarks.
Good evening. I too want to say thank you to the senior class especially, and the staff that have made this year the year it was. You were thrown many curveballs, but there's a lot of schools in our nation that didn't have the opportunities that you had to be here. So we thank you for what you did to be here, and your cooperation, your tenacity, and your grit to do what you needed to do to be here. A little bit different, but congratulations and thank you. Congratulations to the parents and families that are here tonight to celebrate this graduation. I want to share just a short little article from John Gordon, an author, writes books. One of his more famous is The Energy Bus. I believe in tough love. If you're a teammate, a family member, leader, manager, coach, student, teacher, parent, caring about someone often requires you to challenge and push them to improve and grow and reach their full potential. Even the best athletes in the world have a coach to push them. But for tough love to work, love must come first. We must love tough to bring out the best in those we lead. If people you know care about them, they will be more receptive to you pushing them. On the other hand, if you put tough before love, you're most likely going to face resistance. The best coaches love their players, and their players know it and play harder and are more loyal to that coach and team. Same is true for education and business. Numerous engagement surveys show that people are more engaged at work when they know their manager or their boss cares about them. So keep pushing your family and friends to be their best. Your team, your family needs your toughness to grow. But remember to put love first. Make relationships a priority. So for you, surround yourself with those that love you and push you. Also remember that attitude and perspective is everything, and every day matters. When you're ready for improvement, everything looks like an opportunity. When you're feeling sorry for yourself, everything looks like an obstacle. Have confidence and love in your heart, and you'll be incredibly successful. Look for opportunity. We wish you all the best. God bless, and go Vikings.
Thank you, Mr. Wendorf. Next, I'd like to introduce school counselor, Ms. Abby Neidert, who will introduce our student speakers.
Our first SUMA speaker represents excellence in the arts. Andrew Malamasi is the son of David and Sarah Malamasi. Over the years, Andrew has participated in various arts programs at Hoover. He has played saxophone in our high school band, where he shared his talents all year. During marching season, symphonic band, pep band, and jazz band performances. He has also had a leadership role as drum major for 2 years and was selected for the prestigious role of head drum major this year. Andrew is also a 4-year member of our choir program, selected for both low notes and high lows, and this year he was named co-vice president of choir. Additionally, Andrew has participated in our musicals, playing the lead role of Jean Valjean this year in Les Mis. Next year, Andrew plans to attend the University of Kentucky, where he will study biomedical engineering.
A few weeks ago, I was sitting in my desk chair working on some scholarship essays. I know you guys know that takes a lot of time. So it was quite a mundane task, writing the same things over and over with slight changes for each application. I felt like I'd never complete this task, but then I was saved by having to go to musical rehearsal, jazz band rehearsal, and then playing football with my friends in between. I found that later that night, when I returned to my applications, I had a newfound motivation, and I finished them with blazing speed. Involvement in the arts can be an escape from the monotony of our everyday lives. The arts allow for the most sincere form of self-expression, and implementing this aspect of creativity into our lives moving forward can make our lives and experiences so much more memorable and extraordinary. When I refer to the arts, you may think that I'm only simply referring to music or visual art. However, I think that the arts can apply to all of our lives in ways that we might not have noticed. Any personal craft that we undertake in order to make our everyday lives richer can be considered art. Athletes, scholars, artists, everybody has a talent that they have expressed throughout high school. From kicking a field goal, looking at you, Yanni, or painting in the art room. Any skill that we can nurture as human beings and find meaning in is our personal art. Continue to nurture your passions beyond high school. Our class is filled with talent and limitless potential. And if we can keep our art alive and continue to hone the skills and dreams that define us as individuals, we will all find our happiness in life. Involvement in the arts can also allow us to develop the personal qualities of confidence, leadership, and human connection. Through my experiences in Hoover's various bands and choirs, I've seen firsthand how taking a risk and trying something outside of your comfort zone can pay off in the long run. When I first walked into the stadium as a freshman, I was a small child with little abilities to take pride in or share with others. Thanks to my decision to commit myself to the arts, I formed lifelong friendships, I found my inner voice, and now I have the confidence to be speaking to you all right now. In all honesty, it isn't about me, though. How will you all take a chance and try something that can change you for the better and allow you to make your mark on the world? We only get one life, one opportunity to make the best of ourselves and have a positive influence on others. Giving your personal artistic talents the attention they deserve is an extraordinary way to make your impact on others and make your community a better place. If I've learned anything from this senior year in high school, is that the class of 2021 has tenacity. We've rolled with the punches, rolled with the hand that we've been dealt, and we've found success with what we've been given. We as students have created art this year, regardless of the circumstances. And to me, this says that our class will continue to march forward and use our talents towards making our communities a more optimistic and inspiring place. Congratulations, class of 2021. Let's prepare for the next chapter of our lives.
Thank you, Andrew. Our next SUMA speaker represents excellence in athletics. Carl Helmuth is the son of Patrick Helmuth and Amy Glick Helmuth. Carl is a 4-year swimming letterman at Hoover High School. This past year, he served as captain of the swim team and helped lead his teammates to their 4th straight Federal League championship. During his high school career, he was a member of various relay teams that won 9 district championships, all of which qualified to the state tournament. Carl has also achieved individual success at the highest levels in swimming. This past year, he was a district champion in the 100-yard breaststroke, which automatically qualified him to the state meet. Throughout high school, he has qualified for the state meet 7 times, this last time becoming a state champion in the 100-yard breaststroke. Carl has also traveled to Colorado Springs to participate in the USA Swimming National Select Camp at the USA Olympic Training Center. Carl will be attending The Ohio State University in the fall, where he will study mathematics with a focus in actuarial science. He will continue his swimming career on an athletic scholarship.
Thank you, Mrs. Neidert. Good evening. 51 years ago in 1970, Rick Morrison started the swim and dive team at Hoover that I have been so blessed to be a part of. Every year, he played us an old tape called The Will of a Champion. The words we listened to taught us not only how to be champions of athletics, but champions of life as well. Today, I want to relay those ideas to you all in the hope that you, too, will choose to become a champion. It all starts with competition. In life, you're going to have to compete, but even more so, you must be willing to compete. The truth is, you need competition. Why? Because competition reveals that you can be beaten. It is for this reason that you need to compete, that you need to be willing to give it your all, your very best. At the end of the day, competition helps us discover the abilities we never knew we had and perform the tasks that we never knew we were capable of. Champions always surround themselves with competition. Next, you have to be able to think under pressure. It's one thing to have a clear head when nothing is on the line. It's another to have a clear head when everything matters. How can you deal with the pressure? You've got to have a plan and you've got to stick to it. You have to prepare for the pressure and stick to your strengths in the process. Champions are always able to keep a clear mind under pressure. Next, you've got to be able to withstand pain. When the going gets tough, you have to get tougher. In the thick of athletic competition, the champions don't get a break from the pain. The same is true in life. It will move on whether you're ready or not. You can't let the pain make you quit. The champions of life are always ready to go through pain. Lastly, you must believe that humanity has not reached its limits. You have to look at some aspect of life, whether it be sport, art, music, academics, work, or politics, and decide that you are not satisfied with the current standards. You have to believe that these records can and will be broken. Furthermore, you need self-efficacy. You need to believe that you can be the one to break those standards. Hold on. It's a little windy out here. You can only make the world a better place when you decide that the world is not the best possible place it could already be. Champions are able to change the world because they believe that it can be changed, and because they believe that they are capable of doing the changing. So peers, classmates, friends, I leave you with this. We have been blessed with the opportunity to become champions. This ceremony is not only a recognition of what we have done so far, but a glimpse of what we can grow to be. Therefore, I ask you, how will you compete? How will you think under pressure? What will you do to make sure that you can withstand pain? And are you able to look at the state of this earth and say, we can do better? In short, are you willing to strive to obtain the will of a champion? As I look out into this audience, I can say with confidence that each and every one of you have what it takes to become a champion. But it is up to you to accept that role. Whether you choose to champion a large or small cause, it all starts with the will. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Our SUMA speaker representing excellence in academics is Jonas Mullenkamp. He is the son of Aaron and Peggy Mullenkamp. Jonas has been an active member in numerous clubs, teams, and organizations throughout his 4 years of high school, both at Hoover and in the North Canton community. Some of these include swimming, Link Crew, National Honor Society, Teen Board, Literary Magazine, Teams Engineering, and Robotics, of which he is president. He is a volunteer with Stark County Hunger Task Force and is an Eagle Scout. Jonas's academic achievements are many. He has earned 3 academic letters, completed 13 AP classes, and earned 21 college credits. He has been recognized as Teen of the Month in Stark County, as well as placed several times at Stark State's annual math competition. He is a National AP Scholar, a National Merit Finalist, and he has scored a perfect on the ACT twice. Jonas has also been named a Chemistry Olympiad National Qualifier by the American Chemical Society. Jonas earned the Timken Global Scholarship in the amount of $80,000, which will help him as he pursues his education next year at Case Western Reserve University, where he will double major in computer science and applied mathematics. Jonas Mullenkamp.
Thank you, Mrs. Neidert, and good evening, everybody. We are here today after 12 years of school, dozens of classes, and hundreds of different experiences. Together, those experiences define who we are as people, with no two sharing the same identity. Today is a celebration, not just of our graduation from high school, but of all the changes in our lives that have brought us growth, education, and a perspective on the world. From a presidential election to a pandemic, we've lived through some earth-shaking moments in history, and that's just the past year. If experiences define a person, then shared experiences define a community. Sports teams, clubs, even classrooms each develop their own sense of self based on what the individuals who compose them go through together. The effects of the pandemic of the past year are perhaps the most widely shared experiences of our lives and will likely be remembered as the most significant for many years. We have come through the trials of remote learning, the uncertain return to in-person school, and a lot of quarantining to reach the end of our high school careers. A great deal of this year's success is due to our tireless administrators, teachers, janitors, lunch ladies, and so many other people, I got stuck in my mouth, who helped make this year as normal as it could be. But we should also remember that we, the class of 2021, came together as a student body and did our best to maintain a normal pursuit of education. School just isn't the same without an actual school, I guess. As we move on in our lives to higher education, military service, the workforce, or elsewhere, I want everyone to think of the moment where you were most motivated to learn. It might not be school-related. In fact, it probably isn't, and there's nothing wrong with that. For me, the moment I think of is when I was trying to make a spreadsheet do cool things last summer. Excel magic, if you will. I devoured web pages and forums, trying to figure out why this program was behaving a certain way, why it was glitching. And that moment was when I was most in tune with myself as I was learning and intaking new information. Regardless of what your plans are in life, keep that moment and that feeling of pursuing knowledge at the forefront of your mind. Academics, learning, and education extend far beyond school, and we can always find a little motivation to learn. The world is in need of ideas, and that need is ever increasing as time goes by. Climate change, disease, poverty, the list of our collective struggles extends further still. I believe we, the class of 2021, have a great chance to turn things around. Our generation can be the force of good, the force of change that we need to be. But we need to commit ourselves to learning everything we can in order to get there. To those of you who know me, I'm sometimes a little bit nerdy. So when considering the scale of the universe and how insignificant we can sometimes seem to be, I think about the many worlds interpretation of the universe, which describes how the multiverse splits, and it doesn't matter. Each one of us may only be 1 in 7 billion, but each choice we make creates a whole other world. Knowledge is the best way to ensure that our world is always on an upward path. So take this with you, and good luck changing the world, everyone. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Andrew, Carl, Jonas, and Ms. Neidert. Next, I'd like to recognize some students for their achievements. Some of our seniors feel called to serve the country and have joined the armed services. I'd like to recognize those seniors now and ask that they stand to be recognized for their service to our country. Thank you. I would also like to recognize this year's SUMA scholars who have earned a cumulative weighted grade point average of at least a 4.325. SUMA scholars, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. We feel blessed to have many great educators on staff and appreciate their efforts to grow and inspire students. Past and current North Canton City School staff members, please stand to be recognized as well. Thank you. Students do not obtain the milestone of high school graduation without the love, support, and guidance of their parents. Yes, parents of this year's graduates, please stand and be recognized as well. Thank you. Will the class of 2021 please rise? Mr. Wendorf and Board of Education, the students of the class of 2021 that stand before you have completed all credit, testing, and financial requirements as set forth by the State Board of Education and the North Canton City Schools Board of Education and are ready to receive their diplomas. Will the first row please make your way, and the rest of you, please sit until it's your time. Thank you.
Oh wow. Did you say hi? I was just like, I was giving him.
Hey Rob, you're going for one. Mr. White. Mr. White. I remember I got to stand behind so you're going for one.
You got it. You got one day.
Hey. Yanni Evgenios Volis.
Andrew Joseph Malamasi. Carl Joseph Helmuth. Jonas Alexander Mullenkamp. Samantha Sharon Abbott. Gabriella Elise Adkins. Cecilia Rose Aguirre. Justin Russell Earhart. Braden Lawrence Alexander. Alexandria Irene Alshouse. Chantel Elise Anthony. Connor John Ashby. Brianna Madison Banfield. Mary Alice Basiakos. Isaac Emmanuel Bates. Matthew Nicholas Bieber. Elena Diane Beadnell. Claire Elizabeth Beinecke. Jillian Marie Bell. Madeline Grace Bennett. Tristan Meyer Bernard. Jane Louise Bird. Erin Elizabeth Black. Owen David Blackledge. Park Nicole Blaine. Ethan James Blair.
Hannah Bella Blakemore. Laurel Elizabeth Blanton. Andrea Marie Bonamico. Gabriel John Bond. Mia Ruby Bond. Cameron Patrick Bowen. Joshua Dean Boylan. Madison Victoria Braley. Donald Lamonte Brown Jr. Nicholas J. Brown. Aiden Michael Bunchu. Stella Rosemary Burek. Elizabeth Paige Burleson. Bo David Bircher. Kirsten Rose Bussey. Kylie Sean Bussey. Michaela Elizabeth Campbell. Catherine Rose Cancer. Kyle Wilkie Capozzi. Eric Douglas Jackson Carroll. Nathan Robert Cassidy. Connor Matthew Sells. Reagan Starlet Chafee. Haley Alexis Christopher. Claire Elizabeth Schufer. Tyler Ryan Clay. Andrew Avon Koblenz.
Veda Deanne Cole. Lena Gail Collins. Robert Dwayne Comley. Lily Justine Conrad. Ethan Andrew Cordova. Sophia Madeline Corey. Ariana Maria Coolis. Isaac D. Covington. Catherine Nicole Criswell. Joseph Franson Cronin III. Ryan Michael Kuckler. Casey Joseph Cunningham. Isaac Van Cunningham. Isabella Maria Curette. Jacob Alexander Cureton. Samantha Grace Zuba. Okay. Ava Giovanna Deniska.
Yeah, Ava. Nice job, Ava.
Logan Joseph Dobbinspec.
Hey, Ada, keep on going, honey. Keep on going. Straight away.
Hayden Matthew Davis. Eliana Marie Dean. Benjamin Allen de Guzman. Graham Simmons Dybel. Sierra Sherrianne DeVore. Oliver Lucas Dianchand. Alan Jose Diaz. Adrian Nyoff Deeb. Toby Michael Dick. Michael Allen DiGiacomo.
Rachel Marie Dornhecker. David Edward Dre. Sydney Joe Dryden. Julie Marie Dunlap. Riley Jade Durbin. Rachel Aaron Dvorak. Isaiah Ray Dyer. Dane Edward East. Sydney Nicole Elliott. Emma Catherine Ellis. Emily Marie Essig. Sarah Grace Esterly. Bryce William Evans. Zachary Thomas Evans. Savannah Dawn Foth. Trent Ray Fosnight. Michael Anthony Ferrito. Joseph Anthony Fiorentino. Audrey Abigail Fitzgerald. Maxwell Isaiah Floyd. Christian John Fogel. Lilia Octavia Ford. Sarah Marie Fowler. Brendan Patrick Frank. Giovanni Gualtiero Frate. Tyler Michael Freeman. Caitlin Renee Frucci. Landon Anthony Fucci.
Dory Ann Gardner. Allison Lynn Garrett. Ava J. Geisinger. Zachary Richard Gallel. Devin J. Gerhardt. Nathan James Girdlestone. Cecilia Catherine Glancy. Mason Adam Glover. Kobe Lee Goldie. Logan David Goddard. Dominic Anthony Granito. Brandon Michael Granitsis. Madeline Danielle Gregory. Elena Christine Griffin. Emmy Angelina Grimaldi. Mazzy Scott Grizak. Harrison Charles Grisey. Vivian Ray Grover. Kiara Helen Grow. Caden Michael Gerganis. Spencer Frederick Philip Hager. Austin Avery Hansen. Kayla Nicole Harland. Kate Lauren Hobart. Madison Elizabeth Hawks. Heidi Lane Held. Elena Faye Henley.
William Brock Henney. Matthias Bobby Lee Herman. Jarek James Herstein. Logan Joseph Hibbard. Aiden Matthew Heilman. Jacob James Hodge. Augustin Michael Holben. Sophia Elizabeth Holmes. Isabella Rose Hutchison. Rachel Marie Ickes. Elena Catherine Indorf. AJ Slade Jar. Logan Robert Jeffries. Shauna Elizabeth Jones. Cole Michael Kager. Aliki Nicole Cansos. Colin Donald Kiefer. Arabella Mercedes Kell. Abby Lee Keller. Reed Ian Kelliker. James Matthew Kelly. Summer Rose Kelly. Alyssa Faith Kendall. Antonio Maurice Kidd. Amari Geneva Kennard. Matthew James Crawley. Alexis Marie Kirkbride.
Joshua Alex Kindinger. Ian Patrick Kling. Tyler Christopher Knopf. Claire Elizabeth Cormanic. Grace Isabella Kovac. Luca Stefan Kregulatz. Sophia Fain Crieres. Mary Catherine Kreidler. Ethan Joseph Kuntz. Chase Michael Lamenza. Parker Maxwell Lawrence. Grace Caroline Lenneman. Bria Joe Lewis. Erin Brooke Lewis. Maya May Lewis. Morgan Christine Lineweaver. Carter Everett Lynn. Marshall Armstrong Lockridge IV. Aiden Lee Locktish. Chloe Isabella Lopez. Cyrus Alexander Lopez. Frances Catherine Maley. Trevor Timothy Maley. Taylor Nicole Malloy. Dante Joseph Mancini. Ariana Lynn Manos. Lily Danielle Martin. Faith Lynn Mask.
Megan Helen Maxim. Jenna Nicole Maxwell. Grace Elizabeth May. Lena Catherine McCarty. Macy Elaine McCauley. Mason Allen McCoy. Peyton Allen McKinnon. Noah Dean Mead. Isabel Leticia Medina. Brooke Ann Meeks. Natalie Faith Miller. Maddie Nicole Midcap. Colton James Miller. Javen Joseph Miller. Megan Nicole Miller. Nicholas Robert Miner. Joshua Neil Mongold. McKenna Marie Masnat. Justin Lowry Moss. Braden James Moy. Madeline Winona Moyer. Maddie Pearl Muckleroy. Lillian Marie Mullins. Jonathan Charles Murphy. Jessica Musa. Jordan Kathleen Myers. Aiden Wayne Nera.
Jackson David Nessline. Kirsten Marie Norris. Stephen James Nudo. Grace Alexandria O'Leary. Nathaniel Robert Oler. Matthew Nicholas Orndorff. Amelia Nina Palumbo. Emily May Parker. Gabriel Anderson Parker. Sage Danielle Parks. Noah William Pasick. Luke Matthew Penny. Nicholas Jeffrey Phelps. Reagan Lee Phillips. Dominic Joseph Picari. Aaron Alexander Pike. Sophia Maureen Plaucha. Grace Nicole Poe. Dana Marie Lynn Premier. Allison Molly Pringle. Cody Wade Pritchett Jr. Jesse Cole Pritt. Joshua Ryan Pruzanowski. Alexis Madison Pashinsky. Seth William Rafferty. Amanda Ann Rambach. Miranda Lee Rambod. Danielle Lee Randall.
Joshua Michael Ray. Matthew Douglas Ryder. Raylan Marie Relford. Ella Marie Mary Rembelak. Harrison William Rep. Joseph Thomas Rice. Allison Taylor Richardson. Blake Aaron Riley. Andrew James Robinson. Megan Elise Robson. John Paul Roshak. Morgan Joyce Rupelius Klopp. Yusra Mehar Salty. Justin Paul Samuels. John Carlos Santos. Audrey Renee Sargis. Brady Charles Sautel. Camille Marie Scalera. Leah Marie Schaffner. Logan Cade Shaney. Adam James Schlosser. Ryan Garrett Schwenning. Jenna Ryan Semrau. Mitchell Gaines Shannon. Madison Louise Shaw. Graciana Faith Shock. James Allen Sheets. Jordan Raddick Schilling.
Nicole Louisa Schilling. Kincaid Gray Shriver. Yalnez Amen Siddiqui. Robert Eugene Sistrunk III. Clayton James Skelly. Corinne Claudia Sleznick. Robert Scott Slutzker. Bradley Ryan Smith. Olivia Ruth Snyder. Christian Michael Snyder. Emma Alexandra Snyder. Paige Ann South. Ethan Michael Spangler. Sophia Rose Spellman. Ellie Grace Spicer. Carissa Monique Sponseller. Piper Ann St. Clair. Reagan Joe St. Clair. Addison Emma Stallman. Robert Reese Stangelo. Savannah Noel Stratton. Emily Beatrice Sturr. Lexi Ray Takis. Ava Andrew Tarzan. Takayo Robert Taylor. J. Peyton Timken. Gavin Lucas Timms. Daniel John Yotsis Tony.
Elliot Richard Torno. Matthew William Troth. Alyssa Paige Trussell. Sailor McKay Tucker. Hannah Marie Ulick. Ava Isabella Estelle Umlauf. Mason Jacob Upperman. Ariana Panayota Vallis. Avery Elizabeth Vance. Andrew James Vanderveen. Dylan Andrew Verbal. Nathan Anthony Vespoli. Emma Lindy Waxer. Emily Joy Walker.
Way to go, Emma. EJ.
Vincent Raymond Arthur Waller. David Joseph Weber. Joseph Richard Weber II. Keith Michael Wells. Carter Stephen Wenzel. Jacob Matthew White. Gavin Richard Williams. Lauren Olivia Winkhart. Sabrina Joy Wolf. Abigail Elizabeth Wolf. Brock David Wolf. Adeline Jordan Wolf.
Way to go, Addie.
Marcus Jordan Wolf.
Way to go, Marcus. Thank you.
Sam Christine Yeary. Logan Riley Yerrick. Zachary Joseph Young. Joseph Michael Zepp. Jacqueline Christina Zimmerman. Lillian Meredith Zimmerman. Caroline Louise Zollinger. Adrian Christina Zilko.
Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2021. We have two additional traditions before we leave today. One of them is turning of the tassel, and the other one is that we do stand and sing our alma mater. This time, Yanni, would you please come back up to the stage? Class, would you please stand for the turning of the tassel and the singing of our alma mater?
Should we toss the hats after the alma mater?
Yeah. Okay. Do that right before you walk out.
Okay.
So.
There you go.
Thank you. Sorry.
Very good.
You want to come on up? Class of 2021, for the last time, you are dismissed.
Tassel.
The three words I would use to describe the senior class are fun, outgoing, and inclusive. This is because every time I would come to class, it would never be difficult because there was always someone there to make it fun.
It's crazy to think that I've known these guys since elementary school. And next year, we're all going to go off to different colleges and live different lives. From my experience, though, in high school, if you hang out with good people, good things will happen. And that's been very true for me, because throughout high school, I've made plenty of memories that'll last a lifetime.
I feel like our senior class is very talented in many different aspects. We have people that are very good with athletics, academics, music, art, engineering, so on and so forth. There's many different facets that everyone has something that someone excels in.
One thing I'm grateful for about our senior class is how everyone kind of comes out to all the sports and stuff and supports every team there is. And sometimes you go to other schools and you don't see that. And it's really grateful on Friday nights when you see a bunch of people at the game, seniors, juniors, and everyone's having a good time. And I think this year was really special because we didn't think we were going to have a season, and then obviously we didn't think we were going to have fans. And then when you saw about 30, 40, 50 people show up to your games, it's something really special.
Something that I'll always remember from high school was the spirit. I love seeing all the orange and black at different sporting events, as well as various themes you see during Spirit Week. So we would do Red Ribbon Week, we would do Senior Spirit Week, where we would all dress up and wear our college themes and that sort of thing. And it just really helped us bond as a class and as a school, and just really showed that we support each other and we support our teams. And it was just a lot of fun.
The highlight of my senior year was definitely getting the chance to see my friends again through in-person classes and the many activities that I participate in. I was very overwhelmed with happiness to see my friends again after being in quarantine during the summer. And I'm very grateful Hoover gave us the opportunity to be together again for our senior year.
I think that the class of 2021 is one, talented. We have so many kids in so many different activities. They're so good at what they do, and they really make this school shine. I feel that we're resilient. Obviously, senior year has been a little bit different because of COVID, but I feel that everyone has adapted to the circumstances to make this a great year. And finally, I think that we're a very energetic class. We really support each other in everything that we do, and there's just a really, really great community of seniors.
One saying that has definitely stayed with me my entire high school career would be that one that my mom actually says to me is, you are capable of anything you set your mind to, and you can do hard things. And again, my mom has said this to me on multiple occasions because even if I didn't believe myself in the moment, she always did. And this year has definitely had a lot of hard things to overcome. First off is obviously like COVID, but there's also the fact that we are growing up and we're all going our separate ways. So to the class of 2021, I want you to remember that no matter where life takes you and whatever life challenges you may have to face, you are strong and you are hardworking, and most of all, you are capable.
Hey, class of 2021. We've gone through so much during this pandemic, and I just want to let you guys know that the only person who can put a limit on your potential is you. So go out there and change the world.